Good evening. Today I'm going to present feminist therapy. Feminist therapy is based on the feminist perspective that offers our unique approach to understanding the roles that women and men with diverse social identities and experiences have been socialized to accept and to bring in this understanding into the therapeutic process. The socialization of women with multiple social identities affects their identity development, self-concept, goals and aspirations, and emotional well-being. Family therapy doesn't have a single founder. Laura Brown is one of the most recognized members of feminist therapy, and she's a founding member of the Feminist Therapy Institute, which is an organization dedicated to the support of advanced practice in feminist therapy. Feminist therapists help clients to become aware of their own gender role socialization process, identify their internalized message of oppression, and replace them with more self-enhancing beliefs. Understanding how sexist and oppressive social beliefs and practices influence them in negative ways. Acquire skills to bring about change in the environment, evaluate the impact of social factors on their lives, develop a sense of personal and social power, and recognize the power of relationship and connectedness. What you're going to see in a few minutes is Rhonda's case. This session was her second session, and the techniques and the strategies that I used were the first one, the empowerment informed consent. This strategy consists in identifying goals and working toward a contract that will guide the therapeutic process. The informed consent started in the first session and it will continue in this session. The informed consent offers a place to begin a relationship that is egalitarian and collaborative. The second strategy was validation, that is focused on empowering, listen with empathy and genuine concern, and express hope and optimism that the client is capable of positive change. Gender role analysis is another technique that you're going to watch in this video. This analysis assists clients in identifying the impact that their own gender role socialization has played in shaping their values, thoughts, and behavior. What is important here is to help the client identify the social messages that they receive about how women and men should be and act, as well as how these messages interact with other important aspects of their identity. Related with the gender role analysis is the gender role intervention, which was applied in Rhonda's session. The therapist responds to client concerns by placing it in the context of society's role expectation for women. The goal is to provide the client with the insight into the ways social issues are affecting her life. Self-disclosure is part of the techniques that feminist therapists use. Self-disclosure was used in the session with the goal of normalize, equalize, and liberate the experience and emotions of Rhonda in therapy. Finally, bibliotherapy is applied in different approaches. In this case, feminist therapists give to the patient nonfiction books, psychology and counseling textbooks, autobiography, and films with the purpose of explore more her own reactions, understand the common issues in women's lives, and challenge a woman's tendency to blame herself for her problems. Feminist therapy has more strategies and techniques such as social action, group work, reframing, and relabeling. Now let's watch Rhonda's session. Hi Rhonda, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I feel okay.
Okay, so last week we talked about those feelings that are affecting you in your daily life. You said that you were being very stressed and very anxious because some events that are happening in your life. And we agreed that this second session we are going to talk about those feelings, and we explore more about those feelings.
Yes.
So it's okay for you if we retake that conversation, or do you want to share something different?
No, I think I need to talk about what it's been like, how I've been feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to continue with what we were talking last time.
Okay, so well, tell me how's it going this week so far?
Um, well, I've been feeling very frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
angry. Um, I feel like I don't have the time with my kids, my professional career,
Mm-hmm.
and with the activities at home. Everything is like, it's very stressful and I feel very angry.
Mm-hmm. So last week we also talked about that you are going to talk about you are going to talk with your husband
Yes.
about those feelings that are affecting you.
Yes.
So have you tried to talk with him?
Yes, I talked to him. I did told him how I was feeling,
Mhm.
that I was angry and I was frustrated because I wanted to continue my doctorate
Mm-hmm.
that I put in hold,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to continue with my professional career, and I have no time to do that for myself because
Yeah.
I've been just having like to take care of the kids, take care of things at home, and just being like, trying to take care of everything.
Okay, so um, what was his reaction after you talked with him?
Actually, I was very surprised
Uh-huh.
of his reaction
Okay.
because I wasn't expecting, for him to be so understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I told him that I was feeling frustrated, that I couldn't handle everything with the kids, uh, like with my doctorate and with the home. It was too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he was going to help me and we could work as a team.
Okay, great. So how do you feel after that conversation?
I feel more calm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that, he can help me even though he said that he was feeling frustrated and stressed too because of his work and for all the things that was going.
Okay.
So I feel more calm.
Okay, so that's great, Rhonda, because last time you said that you were not able to talk with him about your feelings, and also you mentioned that all the conversations that you had, um, it it always finished in a fighting. So that's great that you were able to communicate your feelings and how do you feel and what are your needs. And also I can see that you have the courage to approach to him and and said what is the things that are affecting you.
Yes.
So that's great. Well, so tell me more about how do you feel and what was the feelings around that conversation.
Well, I feel more calm,
Mm-hmm.
but it still bothers me
Okay.
because I still feel I not uh, fulfilling the expectations
Mm-hmm.
as a mom and as a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really combine those two roles. Like
Mhm.
it's too much for me, and I feel frustrated still a little bit because of that.
Okay, so tell me more about those expectations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I've been working really hard for my professional career. I went to school for several years.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get back to my doctorate, but I also wanted to be a mom.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to have children and, fulfill my part as a woman as that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot combine those two. Like I feel great and like really happy to have my 3 children,
Mm-hmm.
but I also feel that I haven't fulfilled all the expectations that were put on me.
Okay, so what I see is that you had like a conflict there, right? Combining those two roles, being a mom and being a professional, right?
Yes.
So I think that is it must be very hard for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it must be very hard, and also try to satisfy the expectation that
Yes.
others have on you.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
because whenever I grew up, I was raised to be this woman
Mhm.
that had to be a great mom and
Mhm.
just be this great woman
Mhm.
or super mom. And it because my mom, she wasn't um, a professional. She stayed at home with us and my siblings.
Mhm.
So she was always there for us. But for me, I didn't, I did wanted that, but I also wanted to have my professional career. I wanted to, it was something that I wanted to.
Okay.
So it I guess just that, like growing up and fulfilling those expectations, that's what's bothering me the most.
So now that you had talked with your husband, I want to ask you if you have you tried to talk with your children about your feelings and about the situation that is around right now?
I was able to talk to my husband, but with my children, I haven't had that conversation. I know with the older kids, they would be able to help me, but I haven't really talked to them about how I've been feeling and how they could help. But I don't feel comfortable asking for that.
I see, but Rhonda, sometimes is like ask for help is not something bad, it's not something negative. Um, we are human beings and we have our needs, we have our weakness, but also we have our strength. So, ask for something or ask for help is not something that bad as you think.
I know, but sometimes it's really hard to believe it
Mm-hmm.
because others have these expectations of me. So.
Okay, I understand that it's very difficult to believe it, but it's because we born and we are raised in a society that is always expecting something from us. So, since we are little children, as a little girls, we have a role depending on our own gender. So, those roles are different for each gender, and we internalize those expectations that others have. Um, you know, they are expecting something from us. So I know that it's very hard because you really believe that you need and you have to be a supermom, but that's not the reality. You could be a good mother, you could be a good professional, you are a good mom, and you are a good woman, you are an independent woman. So it's okay that you sometimes you feel sad or with anxiety, or sometimes you feel stressed. It's totally normal, but we have to put away those expectations that other people have on us. So also you have to understand that as I said before, you have needs, you have a dreams, professional dreams, but also you have your weakness and your strength. So you have to believe in you, and try to put away those gender roles that sometimes affect our life as a woman.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Because I do want to be a good mom, but I also want to be a good professional. I also want to be able to have those two.
Yeah, and I totally understand you, Rhonda. Um, you know, me as a woman, as a professional, and a wife, I totally understand that you want to be the best version of you, right? So, but sometimes it's difficult because there's a lot of things around us, and it's okay, as I said before, it's okay that you ask for help to your husband because he's your partner, right?
Yes.
And in this case, you can also try to ask your children to help in something in your house or with some kind of activity.
Okay.
So I totally understand you.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll work on that, and I'll talk to them
Mhm.
and be more open to ask for help.
Okay, so I would like to recommend you a book.
Okay.
This book is helped a lot of my clients and also helped me.
Okay.
This book is trying to explain you about the development of gender roles, um, the different gender roles from a boy and a girl,
Okay.
and the different concepts that society tried to build about a girl or a boy.
Okay.
So I think that it will be a good book for you, and I would like to discuss this book or whatever you can read through the week. The next session, I don't know if it's okay for you.
Yes, and I would also like to talk about my children and how they've been acting recently.
Okay, so we are going to continue with the goals that we scheduled the first session that we had,
Okay.
and also we are to discuss this book.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
thank you, Rhonda, and see you next time.
All right. Thank you.